Have you ever wondered how a giant football stadium gets built? Today, we're going to see how workers dig deep holes for the foundation, stack up tall walls, and add a huge roof over thousands of seats. By the end, you'll know exactly how a stadium goes from empty dirt to a place where teams play and fans cheer.
Welcome to Goalie's PIP Academy.
So, what actually is building a football stadium? It's the process of creating a massive structure, like a gigantic bowl, where thousands of people can gather to watch sports, with a field in the middle, seats all around, and special equipment to make the experience awesome. Let's start by exploring what makes a stadium so special. A football stadium isn't just a field with some chairs around it. Picture the bright green field where players run, jump, and score touchdowns. Around that field, you've got thousands of seats stacked up high, sometimes reaching into the sky like a mountain of chairs. Underneath those seats are tunnels where players walk from their locker rooms to the field. Imagine the excitement, walking through that tunnel, hearing the roar of the crowd getting louder and louder. And we can't forget the scoreboard. Modern scoreboards are gigantic screens, sometimes as tall as a 3-story building, showing replays, scores, and even videos of fans dancing in the stands. Time for our first quiz. Multiple choice question. Which part of the stadium helps fans see the score and watch replays during the game? A. The tunnel. B. The scoreboard. C. The foundation. D. The field. The answer is B, the scoreboard. The scoreboard is like the information center of the stadium, keeping everyone updated and entertained.
Hey, you're watching Goalie's PIP Academy, where we teach about science, geography, history, everything about the whole world. If you want to watch these classes with no ads, no distractions, go to getgoalie.com.
Now let's talk about building block by block. Before any stadium appears, there's just an empty plot of land. Giant machines called excavators scoop out massive holes, going deep into the earth, sometimes as deep as a 3-story building is tall. These holes are for the foundation, which is made of steel and concrete. Think of the foundation like the roots of a tree. You don't see them, but they are holding everything in place. Workers pour tons of concrete into these holes, creating a rock-solid base. Once that hardens, they start building upward. Steel beams, which are like the skeleton of the stadium, get lifted into place by enormous cranes. Next comes stacking up the walls and floors where all those seats will go. It's like building layers of a cake, one level at a time. Workers carefully measure everything, because if one section is even a tiny bit off, it could mess up the whole structure. And then, the roof. Some stadiums have roofs that are fixed in place, while others have retractable roofs. That means they can open and close like a giant umbrella. The roof pieces are built on the ground, then lifted up by cranes and connected like pieces of a puzzle. Here's a cool fact. Some stadium roofs are so big, you could fit an entire airplane inside. And the grass field you see isn't always real grass. Sometimes it's artificial turf, which is like super fancy carpet that looks and feels like grass. Time for our second quiz. Multiple choice question. What do workers build first when making a football stadium? A. The scoreboard. B. The seats. C. The foundation. D. The roof. The answer is C. The foundation. You've got to start at the bottom. The foundation is the super strong base that holds everything up. Building a stadium is the ultimate team effort. First, you've got the architects. These are the creative minds who dream up what the stadium will look like. They use computer programs to create 3D models and think about how fans will move through the space. Then come the engineers. They use math and science to figure out exactly how strong the steel beams need to be, how much weight the foundation can hold, and how to make sure the stadium can survive earthquakes, hurricanes, or heavy snow. On the construction site, you've got hundreds of workers, each with a special skill. Crane operators control those massive machines with incredible precision. Welders use super hot torches to connect metal pieces together, and electricians and plumbers run miles of wires and pipes through the walls. Now, why does building a stadium matter? Stadiums bring communities together. They're places where people gather to celebrate, to cheer, to feel connected to something bigger than themselves. They create jobs, not just during construction, but for years afterward. Stadiums also push the boundaries of engineering and design. The techniques invented to build stadiums often get used in other buildings too, like schools, hospitals, and airports. Time for our last quiz. True or false? Building a stadium requires teamwork from many different people, just like a sports team. Is that true or false? The answer is true. Building a stadium is the ultimate team effort. Stadiums have special parts: the field, seats, tunnels, and scoreboards, each designed for a specific purpose. Building a stadium is a step-by-step process, starting with digging a super strong foundation, then stacking up walls and seats, and finally adding the roof on top. It requires massive teamwork, with architects, engineers, and construction crews all working together. Next time you see a big building being constructed, think about all the steps and teamwork going into it. And here's that mind-blowing fact. The largest football stadium in the world can hold over 100,000 people. That's more than the entire population of some small towns. Every giant stadium started as just an idea in someone's imagination. What will you build? Keep asking questions and stay curious.
My mind is blown! Where can I learn more about these videos? Oh yeah, getgoalie.com. There's no ads, there's no junk, just cool stuff for kids and a dedicated tablet. Check it out, getgoalie.com.